It's a brand new day for Spider-Man, but it's just another run-of-the-mill day for the MCU and Sony. We have a new director around after the rented director John Watts ended his trilogy, and his name is Daniel Destin, who directed Shang-Chi. The change in director, however, is a welcome one, as the previous trilogy had no sauce and heavily relied on other characters to make the film interesting, which is really pathetic, especially when Spider-Man is such a rich character with millions of great stories to adapt. This time around, we're dealing with the fallout of the previous film, where everyone has forgotten who Peter Parker is and what role they played in his life. For him, losing his lover MJ, played again by Zendaya, is the emotional hook of the story. The film takes a lot of notes from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, which showcases the hero's struggle with himself, his powers, and his identity. That's one of the strong points of the film. Tom Holland finally feels like he has his footing for the character and delivers a solid performance as a Peter Parker without Iron Man's support. On the flip side, Zendaya once again forces you to think, what dirt does she have on Hollywood that she keeps getting cast in virtually everything? The cinematography is improved as well, and so has the shooting style. It doesn't look like flat garbage teetering on the edge of looking like AI. Remember this shot? Why not just shoot this on a backlot? You're telling me a green screen and CGI shot is cheaper than shooting this on a set, which you've probably already built? But anyway, I didn't see a shot this egregious in Brand New Day, and the rest is pretty serviceable, specifically the moments when Spider-Man's spider sense tingles. It's done quite nicely and interwoven pretty well into certain scenes. The extra and stunt work is worth noting as well, as the main threat of Spider-Man is a telepath who can take over the minds of people and shift through multiple bodies in a short time. The way that effect is handled is really neat. Lots of coordination by the stunt people, and the effort shows. I'm also glad that a bunch of extras got small speaking roles as well. That also helps showcasing New York and Spider-Man's role in the city. It makes the city feel alive. Another high point is Spider-Man's suit. Gone is the horrid nanotechnology and a real suit is back in. The difference is noticeable. However, all of this is for naught, or close to naught, as the film doesn't really have a soul. Marvel and Disney are experts at the whole cop-out thing, depicting an event as if it's very high stakes yet having no impact in the larger scheme of things. And to showcase the impact, they have a throwaway scene like this one in Avengers Endgame. Another gripe of mine is that the action lacks spark and creativity, and there's very little of it. I can't believe I still have to go back to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films for a brilliant action scene, which came out 24 years ago. There's no sauce in the action which is presented here. It's because the director doesn't have a style of his own. Sam Raimi, being a horror director, gave us a terrifying scene when Doc Ock was born, and the horror element is really evident. There's not a lot of stuff like that over here. Having the Punisher and the Hulk is nice. It doesn't add to the film in any meaningful way, however, aside from going, hey, it's the Hulk, and hey, it's Punisher. And Jon Bernthal is not trying at all. It's like he's a completely different character as well than what we saw in the early seasons of Daredevil. Same with the Hulk, who finally becomes bigger as he gets angrier. Where was this Hulk in the earlier movies? Ask Disney. With Marvel's Doomsday fast approaching in December, and God knows what phase of the MCU this is, with all the ups and downs, more downs than ups honestly after Endgame, you'd think the studios will give up some of their power and let an auteur just do his or her thing. But no. The studio reigns supreme and just rents directors like the Russo brothers to get their stories told. Spider-Man Brand New Day is the film equivalent of finishing the main campaign in a video game and then just having to do a bunch of side quests. Spider-Man Brand New Day gets a disappointing 2.5 stars out of 5 for me. This is the highest grossing film series of all time when it comes to the Avengers and the MCU, and the quality has only gone down as time has progressed. This is what happens when corporate suits make movies. They treat it like a PowerPoint deck, skimming through the required information and directed at you by a person who doesn't know what he or she is doing, and never actually doing the real hard work in crafting a great and soulful story. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If there's anything which is worth watching in the MCU post-Endgame, comment in the comment section below. I haven't seen a lot of what Marvel has been doing recently, and honestly it doesn't pique my interest. Does that mean I will not be watching Doomsday on day one? Probably, yeah, I won't be watching Doomsday on day one because I'll be watching Dune Part 3, but I will be seeing Avengers Doomsday as well. Until then, thank you so much for watching, people. Hit that like button, hit subscribe as well. And I shall see you again very soon. Thank you.